What?
That is a Punch's Pilot and their cover of Man Eater. It's Rock 100. Good morning, this is Jerome here. It's your Morning Remedy, and we've already been having fun off the air. If you're watching on Facebook Live, you already know we got some Heartland Hellcats in the studio again. They're hanging out with us. We've got Hip Check Holly, Autumn Bomb. And unfortunately, Tearing It Up could not be here today, but we do have their coach, Buns and Ammo.
Buns and Ammo.
And we are getting ready to do Breakfast Brew, brought to you by our friends at the Smoker Friendly Liquor Store, 825 South Jeffers. I was there last night, trying to find a good beer for all of us, trying to get my mic stand to stand up. There we go. Trying to find a good one for all of us, and I thought, last year we did a regular beer. This week, I want to do something different. And I grabbed an orange cream ale from Breckenridge Brewing Company. Stellar, our camera lady, can get a shot of that so that people can see what it looks like. If you want to go ahead and try that out, you certainly can. So let's go ahead and take a sip. Okay. Well, you don't have to lie if you don't like it. That's one of the things that some people ask when they come in. Like, do I have to say I like it? No, if you don't like it, just be honest. What do you think? What are your thoughts? We'll start with Hip Check. What are your thoughts on the orange cream ale?
I don't know yet.
She's going to take another drink. Autumn Bomb, what are your thoughts? Get close to the mic so people can hear you.
Well, I don't know. That doesn't really taste like much of anything, really, except a weak
flavor of orange.
Yeah, I don't even get any orange.
You don't?
I just get like
What kind of toothpaste do you use?
Yeah, I just get like just a really weak
Just
beer
really
taste.
flat. I'm getting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nitro beer.
It tastes like it's been sitting out for a while.
And it probably doesn't help it's not really cold.
Yeah, well, I threw it in the fridge, but it says, you got to open it and let it breathe a little bit. Hip Check, get closer to the mic because we had trouble hearing you. What were you saying?
It's like flat. Like it tastes like it's been sitting out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like an old beer. Like if you left a can and you came back in the morning and was like, I'm gonna drink this.
Yeah, the one left over at the end of the party. Like, I'm doing it. Yeah, that one.
It's definitely not bubbly like the one last week.
The last one was like.
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, I've got a head on mine, and I've had nitro beers before that are good, but this one just, not to, no pun intended, falls kind of flat. I mean, I don't know. Buns, what do you think?
Tastes like you poured some beer in my old orange juice glass.
Yeah, this is what it tastes like.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, it's a little flat. It's not bad.
No.
I don't think I'm going to be finishing this one.
That's okay. I finished mine just because that's what I do.
Definitely not a Flintstones push pop. Disappointed.
It is not a Flintstones push pop. All right, so I think the general consensus on the Breckenridge Brewing Company Orange Cream Ale is
meh.
Yeah, not.
This is definitely the most lackluster reaction I've ever seen in all my time of filming in here.
Yeah, not great.
Thanks, Jerome.
You're welcome.
Good job, buddy.
I thought everybody would drink it and be like, "Oh my gosh, this is fantastic."
It's great.
Well, I used to say, people say, "What's your favorite kind of beer?" I'd say another, but no.
Any other when it comes to this one?
Any other?
Yeah, any
Any
other.
other would be great.
All right. Well, I mean, if you like the flavor of orange in your beer, and you don't want it bubbly, you want it to taste kind of stale, little flat, little bitter. God, this was a bad idea.
You have some bacon to go with it, maybe.
Oh man, I don't know if we have bacon, but we got some leftover pizza in the fridge.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
It'd have to be cold and like all grody.
What, the pizza?
Yeah, it'd have to be cold because it's like day old stuff.
It is. It's
like
day old pizza that's been in the fridge since yesterday at lunch.
Yuck.
Yeah, well, that'll go perfect with this beer. All right, well, we're going to throw it back to the station. We're going to go a little bit longer on Facebook Live. Looks like not a win for the Breckenridge Brewing Company Orange Cream Ale. Sorry, Breckenridge Brewing Company. Better luck next time. We got your forecast coming up in 18 Visions. Oh, I am sorry. Normally I try and find a good beer for my guests.
That surprised me, though. I thought it was going to be like hit your mouth and full of flavor, but no.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
that's deceiving.
They got me all excited about coming today.
That's deceiving.
Now I'm thinking
you got the crap beer.
I'm sorry. Well, and Breckenridge Brewing Company, they usually have really good beers. So I thought, okay, this will be different. This will be, a little bit different, but maybe really good. And you're right. It was flat. It didn't taste great. I think Buns hit it on the head there. It tastes like somebody poured beer in an orange juice glass.
Yeah.
And yeah. I will not be offended if you pour those out.
It would go good with chicken and waffles, I think.
I think it would go good with chicken and waffles.
With some chicken and waffles, with some bacon maybe. Not turkey bacon, man bacon.
Real bacon. None of that turkey stuff.
Oh.
So you had a bout this past weekend in Kansas.
Yep.
Neil says good morning to you, Hip Check. Tanner is...
Aww.
Hi, Neil.
And Tanner is over there salivating.
Oh, I'm not on there.
There's some left if you want some. If you're watching.
I noticed that. I was
There's
like,
some left. No? He's like, no. Not after I heard you talking about it. So, big congratulations, though, first to Hip Check, who won MVP Jammer.
Yeah!
woo!
This is your second MVP award?
Yep.
All right, and what's really cool about that, for those of you who don't know, when it comes to roller derby, the MVP is voted on by the other team. Correct? So it's not something that the team picks. The other team says, "Hey, this player, our opponent, was so good, they deserve an award." So congratulations to you on that, and you came away with a big win, 176 to 107.
It was a fun game.
Was it?
It was fun.
Yeah. It was like intense in the beginning because we were all like all over the place and trying to get stuff. But then once we started getting, because we were playing with, 4 or 5 new people that we had never really played before with. So it was kind of different for us to see. And guys just, I don't know, they skate different than us and they play different. So, to have a couple different people in our line, I don't know. I think it's always kind of different to get used to.
Right. Well, you have to learn. There's no practice for that. You're learning on the fly. You can't set up a play or learn how this person skates. You have to kind of adjust as you're going on in the competition, which I think that the team does actually really well. Because I've seen you ladies adjust on the fly in past bouts, and it always seems to work out in your favor. Now the team is coming back on September 16th. And that's going to be at the DNet Event Center. That's your final bout of the season.
Yes.
And it will also be a co-ed bout.
Yes.
Right? So, Autumn Bomb, we talked about it last time, about you are one of the more powerful skaters on the team. Are you at all ever worried, because you've done a couple of co-ed bouts now, are you ever worried about skating against guys?
Shut up. Actually, this was my first one.
Oh,
that was my first one.
Oh, because you were injured during the first... Yeah, that's right. Okay,
Too many hits in the head. So, but yeah, that was my first one.
From Derby, not
Who are you?
My name's Marker.
No, that was my first one, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be different. I'm going to have to, brace myself and wait for them to hit me, and I don't know. It wasn't really. I don't want to say I was disappointed, but they definitely didn't hit as hard as I thought they would. They were not as aggressive as I thought they would be. And I hope they're not watching and then come back in September and just try to annihilate me. But
you wanted a challenge, and you didn't get it.
It was like this beer. You were expecting a lot, but then it was just kind of like,
then it fell flat. All right. Well, they are going to be, of course, out for revenge when they come back here on the 16th.
Yeah. Yes, they will be.
Yeah. Was it a contentious matchup? The way you say that, it sounds like...
I'm good sport. They were good. They were good. It's just, I know that they're going to want to annihilate us. Let's just put it that way. When they come back, it's going to be a game. It's going to be just like when we went to the Vixens and we beat the Vixens and the Vixens came back like, and we were like, no! It's literally going to be like 300 for us again. It's going to be a bloodbath. Just because it was so close to the game, and they were about, what's the favorite thing is when they're about the exact same skill level, those games are fun. Yeah. And each and every one of us, I guess I can't speak, but I'm sore. I was so sore that I was still sore till Tuesday. Just sore.
Yeah.
So that's a good game.
Buns, I know you don't want to give away too much of your strategy in case they do see this video.
Yeah, we have strategy.
Yeah. We don't just say, go skate.
Yes.
Having taken them on once before, and of course you did beat them, 176 to 107, which is a pretty good margin.
That's a quick turnaround in roller derby, though.
It is. It really is.
Depending on what happens in the penalty boxes and the cardio with our girls, especially in the second half.
Right.
They caught some points on us on the second half too, on a couple power GMs.
Yeah. So are you starting to, now that you know what you're facing, you're starting to get a better idea of what you need to do this time, and now that you've had guys, because this is going to be a co-ed bout too, so
we're going to make a few adjustments to what we had set up down there. But one of the things that, as a coach, derby coach, that's just fun for me is I get to rub it in the other coaches' faces. I have so many jammers. Most teams have 2, maybe 3 good jammers if they're lucky. I've got like 6. So we have a little fun, and we took the bulldozer here, Miss Baum, and he kind of put her away until the second half, so she was pretty fresh. And she was coming out off those lines and just pushing through them and stuff. And then Megan, she's not real strong power-wise, but when it comes to footwork, holy cow!
Yeah.
So if you put a good offensive blocker out there with her, she can dance. You think she's going out? You think she's 5 feet off the track, and she's just doing some kind of a pirouette or something over the top of them? It's actually fun to watch,
Right.
And all of our girls have a very unique way that they skate, and then they all have their own piece of the pie they're good at, so to speak. And that's the fun part about coaching them. You just got to figure out what works good together and what doesn't, and then just watch the magic happen. These girls made some magic. I tell you what, it was fun watching them the other night.
Well, and that's something I would say about the team is that it's a very good balance of power and finesse,
Yep.
I would say. Because
It's like
you
a
do,
powerlifting ballet.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And that was really evident when you were against the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls, I think it was, is their name, from Denver. Yeah, when they were here for your first bout of the season. They had a lot of power. They had some really strong skaters. And yeah, very strong skaters.
Yeah.
But you found a way around that, and that's when the finesse really came into play during that bout, I noticed. There was a lot of zigging and zagging, not so much straightforward, put your head down, because they had some,
They were
They had
very
some
strong
walls.
ladies.
They
Yeah.
had some walls.
They were
They
an
did.
immovable object. We had to learn how to not move the object. You just go around it.
Right, absolutely.
I believe halftime, 15 minutes into that game, 12 minutes into that game, we were down by 60 points.
Yeah, we were down.
And that's when you got to call a timeout and say, hey, girls, you know what? Don't look at the scoreboard. Go out there and skate. Here's what we're going to do. Let's work together on the lines, build some better strategies off the line. We had almost tied it up. I think we were down by 2 when we went into half. And we came back and wound up winning it. And honestly, what won that game for us was the size of our girls. The cardio won it for us.
Yeah.
And we were just out, better conditioned. Those larger gals by the middle of the second half. That's why I told them, you guys keep pushing. You're going to wear them out. And they did. And that cardio was what won it for us.
Yeah.
So, these girls, they don't have my problem, your problem. They're actually in shape.
Right, yeah, they
They're
actually move around a little. Yeah.
They're not considered A shape, they're in shape.
Yeah. Round is a shape.
That's one thing that we said when I think it was about 3 years ago when we all sat down and we were talking about what we wanted out of practice. And I think there was a number of us that sat and said, we pay $50 every 3 months to be on the team because those are our dues. And me personally felt like I want my money's worth, so I want to work out because I should feel like I shouldn't have to go to a gym after practice.
Right.
Like
Right.
I want to work out, and most every single time I'm mostly always tired after practice.
Well, stop complaining.
No, I'm just saying, and a lot of us do other activity besides that, but I'm just saying, like, that, with that being said, we do a lot of cardio, and we do a lot of stuff, so, I don't know, a lot of people think that, with the stereotype, that we just kind of tootle around and hold hands and,
No,
and-
that's
and-
so far
yeah,
from the
and,
truth.
like, skate around, but it's a lot different, so.
It's intense.
Mhm.
And anybody out there thinks that these girls are just out there lollygagging and having a good old time, come on out, skate up, hit one of them, see what happens. They're sweet out here, but in there, I get a little nervous sometimes. Like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's like breaking up a barnyard brawl.
Well, and you can check them out at the DNN Event Center on Saturday, September 16th, the annual RealTime Rumble. It's going to be the first co-ed bout in North Platte.
Yes.
The team you just beat is coming for revenge. So, yeah, it's going to be a good bout.
It's going to be a good game.
We have an undefeated home record, Jerome. We need the fans to come out and support us. We need that energy from that crowd. That's one of the things that we have, and we can't thank our fans enough. We have one of the best crowds that we, even when we go to the larger venues and play, we have a better crowd. The refs constantly complain. We can't even communicate because your crowd's too loud. I'm sorry, I can't help that. I can't help that we have awesome people here in the area.
Absolutely.
So, but we need that support. Our girls really feed off that energy. Get out there, fill those seats up for us.
It also psychs out the other team.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, they think they just showed up to the All-Stars playoffs and they weren't ready for it.
So you can get your tickets at heartlandhellcats.com. Pick them up from any Heartland Hellcats member if you happen to know one. You can contact them, or at Express AVL. You can also get them there. They're $12 for adults, $7 for kids. And I'd love to see a sellout crowd at this because you've been away for so long, and this is your last bout of the season. And you really do feed off the crowd, and the crowd is, there's something to be said for that home field advantage. Now, shifting gears here, tomorrow, the team's going to be at the Platte River Mall for Jam the Van to help benefit RDAP. Pulled pork lunch, $6 if you bring, or $7 if you bring a household item. It's only $6, and all the proceeds are going to Raven Domestic Abuse Program. And that starts at what time again?
11 to 2.
11 to 2?
11 to 2.
11 to 2 at the Platte River Mall. So are you going to have tickets for the bout available
Yes.
at? Okay. All right, so if you're going to Jam the Van tomorrow at the Platte River Mall, hit them up for tickets. Trust me, if you've never been to a roller derby bout, it's a lot of fun. It's fast-paced. You'll learn on the fly as far as rules go and scoring and things like that. But they do a great job of explaining it, and they have a great fan base, the Heartland Hellcats. We come out and support our ladies, and we're asking you to do it again on Saturday, September 16th. So I want to thank you all for coming in. I'm so sorry because the beer wasn't great.
No, don't be sorry.
That's okay.
We want a redo, Jerome.
A redo? All right. Well, we will set up a redo maybe after RealTime Rumble. Let's get together and find a good one. Maybe we'll let you pick one. We'll let the team pick one. Huh?
Tank 7.
Tank 7.
Bring in some Tank 7 with
Tank
a big
7.
steak. Put a big steak down with it. It helps the flavor come out. I'm just throwing it out.
I want to thank Hip Check Holly for coming in this morning. Autumn Bomb and Buns and Ammo. Thank you all so much for coming in. We will do better next time on the beer. Get your tickets for their bout on September 16th and help them jam the van for RDAP tomorrow. This has been Breakfast Brew, brought to you by Smoker Friendly Liquor Store. I want to thank Kay Stellar, our camera lady, and we'll be back on the air here in about 30 seconds.